Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 in our European Journeyman series at Brighton. Now today we've got some big games and some games we really need to win as well. Last episode we only got one win from 4 matches after a really good run of form. That was not what we wanted, and back-to-back defeats without a goal has left us in a pretty sticky situation. Today we're going to be taking on Leicester at home. We've got Vitesse away from home, West Brom away from home as well in the Premier League, and finishing off against Man City at home. So that's going to be a very, very tough run of form. You can see in the current league table down in 8th place. A win today will take us above Spurs. I imagine Aston Villa could slip further down, but we're already falling quite a way behind surprise leaders Nottingham Forest. I don't know how they're currently top of the table after 11 games, but somehow they are doing it. You can see in the Europa League we're currently in control of the group, just a 1-point lead though, so beating Vitesse is quite important just to put them out of the competition and make sure we get the best possible seed in the next round. Obviously we're now out of the EFL Cup, so our attention will have to turn to the FA Cup after finishing runner-up in the Community Shield, but really I'd like to win the Europa League and try and get us into the Champions League next season if possible, but that all depends on which teams we end up facing as we progress through the competition. We also want to try and see if we can squeeze back into the European places in the Premier League. That's why this game against Leicester is so important. We're quite tired after a few games in quite quick succession. So for this one, it's a bit of a rotated team. We are playing though with Coupadon, Hartwig and Pospisil up front. Not our strongest front three, but still a pretty good one. Pope and Beccaria are the two in midfield, with Hickman in at left wing back, Eduardo in at right wing back, Lambeze, Andres and Soler the defenders, and Dabo in goal. Tonye sends the ball in, it comes back to him, he then tries to cross it in, Malback has it, still pushing forward, they put the cross in and there is Barnett to put Leicester ahead. 25 minutes into this game, they have been the better team, we've had all of the possession, but they have been hitting us hard with the shots. Tonye sends the ball in, it comes back to him, he then tries to cross it in, Malback has it, still pushing forward, they put the cross in and there is Barnett to put Leicester ahead. 25 minutes into this game, they have been the better team, we've had all of the possession, but they have been hitting us hard with the shots. Beccaria, on to Pope, he then finds Hartwig, now Hickman, back to Hartwig again, finds Pope once more, Coupadon, nobody on the wing there for him as an outlet. Hickman obviously moving into the centre now. Pospisil, back to Beccaria. Over to Coupadon, he slips it in and Hickman, he kept that central role but he did not have the finishing ability to make it worthwhile. Frias trying to bring the ball forward, he's got players around him but he loses it out there. There is a foul though from Arietta of Leicester. Just over 10 minutes to go, this is a good position to get a free kick if we can get the effort in. You can see we've really taken control of the game since the goal, and Arietta already on a yellow card, getting a talking to by the referee, and that's his second yellow. We can now really go attacking and hopefully break down this Leicester defence with a free kick in a great position as well. It's Hartwig to take it, he goes for the cross and it's just tipped wide by Battaglia. Less than 5 minutes to go and we're still trying to push for this lead. We are creating chances but we're not taking them, and it doesn't look like we're going to convert a win from this game. We've done well to come back into it after being really poor in the opening 20 minutes or so, but they've got a free kick here, Leicester. They put it in towards the back stick. Darbo has it. If he can release it quickly there might still be a chance in here. Eduardo to Soler, sends it over to Hickman, he's looking for an option, finds Frias. Is there one more chance? Hartwig out wide to Eduardo, players in the middle for him, and he's given the ball away to Tuanzebe. That will be the end of the game, surely. Just 15 seconds left to go. And really frustrating, we haven't managed to capitalise on our good form in the second half and find that winner, unless Hickman can get the ball in and it's headed away. There is the full-time whistle and a really frustrating draw. Still, we have not won now in 3 games and our league position is starting to suffer a little bit. We have actually moved up to 6th place though, but there are a lot of teams bunched around us and just below us, while the teams above us continue to move ahead. Nottingham Forest no longer the top team. Man City have taken that place. Our Europa League campaign does continue as we take on Vitesse today. Now, I've done the silly thing of hitting the space bar too many times, so it submitted the team from the last match. which is a bit frustrating. But I think the team will be more than capable of doing the job. We are away from home against Vitesse. That is going to be difficult. You can see from the formation they're playing, they're pretty much identical to us, except they've packed an extra man in midfield, which will make for an interesting game. Certainly their defence is going to be overwhelmed if we have all of the possession. It's going to be really packed in that final third, so our quick little passes through the middle might prove difficult. We might have to switch to some wing play, so we'll have to see how the game develops. But at the moment we're playing with Coupeton, Hartwig and Pospisil up front. Pope and Beccaria are in midfield with Hickman, Lambeze, Andres Soler and Eduardo in defence and Darbo in goal. Here come Vitesse. They've launched the ball over the top and Mousset has got there, but Darbo does manage to catch that effort. It was a very speculative ball, high and over the defence, but it nearly worked. Eduardo wins the ball, finds Pope, now Coupeton. Over to Hickman. Trying to come forward here again. We've not been at our best early in this match. Sends it back to Beccaria. Pospisil finds Hartwig. There's a ball there for Coupeton and he's in on goal and he finishes it well. Our first effort on target and we have taken the lead. And we could actually qualify for the knockout stage in this game if we win it. Hartwig to Pope. Finds Pospisil. Now it's Hartwig again onto Hickman and he lashes that ball in. Our wingbacks do get a surprising number of goals. It's his first of the season, but they play so centrally that they're always an option to finish a good chance. Hartwig to Pope, finds Pospisil. Now it's Hartwig again onto Hickman and he lashes that ball in. Our wingbacks do get a surprising number of goals. It's his first of the season, but they play so centrally that they're always an option to finish a good chance. Teze sends the ball in to Star, trying to come forward again. Tackle doesn't work, but Beccaria has intercepted. Now Coupeton plays it forward to Hickman, one of the goal scorers, trying to cut inside once more, finds Pospisil. Now Beccaria, onto Pope. Hickman, all the way back to Beccaria again. We do seem to be in control of this match, and here's Hartwig with another chance, but well saved by Van Osch. Coupeton tries to spread the ball. Pospisil actually does get to that one. He tries to swing it back and Hickman arriving has hit it either on the volley or the half volley, I'm not sure, but it's a stunning effort and he's now got 2 in this game, having the game of his life. Pope trying to come forward, now Hickman on a hat-trick at this point. Bueno over to Eduardo, through to Pospisil. Is there a fourth one for us? There is, a very good finish there. We have been absolutely clinical today. We could have done with this in the last 3 games, but I'm happy it's happening now because it will dispatch Vitesse and make sure our Europa League group does go the way we expected, and it gets us back to winning ways. Well, there is the full-time whistle. A very good performance from the team, absolutely dominating. Maybe I should mistakenly just keep putting the same team in every time going forward, but it does mean we are now 3 points clear of Passos de Ferreira, who I think had a pretty impressive result today. If we can find it, they won 8-1 against Ferencvárosi, or however you pronounce that name. Absolutely butchering it there, but we have managed to get that 10-point mark, which will pretty much guarantee us our place in the next round. And if we beat Passos de Ferreira in the next game, we will win the group as well. Well, after resting some big names for that win over Vitesse, we can actually bring them back into the team at full fitness, which is quite surprising. So West Brom, I'm hoping, will be dispatched without too much trouble. We've got the likes of Bueno and Frias up front, Hartwig still in there as well. Beccaria and Morris are back together in midfield. Morris has been out for a little while. Hickman continues after nearly getting a hat-trick in the last game. Eduardo's still at right back as well. Prochetska has come into defence. Andres is in there as well with Gennaro. Darbo in goal. Hartwig with a free kick, puts it into the box, but it is cleared away. Now Hickman, back to Gennaro. Beccaria loses possession and Bender puts that over the top for Ioanu, who's through on goal. The defence gets back, he didn't quite have the pace and Darbo able to save it. Bueno puts the free kick in, it is cleared away. Prochetska going after that ball. Just 5 minutes to go till half time. It's a pretty even game so far. We have been struggling to start games, but Hartwig is through on goal. He's lobbed the keeper, but it's just the wrong side of the post. That would have been a brilliant finish had it gone in. Beccaria to Hartwig. He finds Frias. Still pushing before half time. Bueno's got in, but he didn't take the effort, and the keeper has come and claimed it. Just 10 minutes to go now. We've completely dominated the second half, but again haven't made the breakthrough, and it seems to be a recurring problem. Hickman has won the ball here though. Hartwig on the attack now. Frias finds Bueno. He's running in on goal. Tackled by Smythe with a very good tackle, last man there. Hartwig back to Beccaria. Now Hickman can't get it in. Beccaria again to Morris. Now Bueno backheels it for Frias. Surely now he's hit the post. Hickman though is our goal scoring hero, but he's offside. The flag is up. It's not going to count. So close to the lead. Darboe sends the ball out. Just over 5 minutes of normal time left. We are really getting close to this goal. Frias trying to come forward. Be an important away win for us, and that's a great ball to Cooper on. He's onside and the keeper's let it go under him, and we have stolen a late lead. We thoroughly deserve it, to be honest, and this is going to be an important win in the league, especially away from home, to get our season back on the right track. We've been outperforming expectations anyway this season, currently in 6th place. We could go higher after today's match if we see it out. Still 2 minutes to go. Petraska with the ball. And KO has won it off him. Mills puts it in. Oh, and it's all gone wrong in the 92nd minute. Connor Buxton with the goal. We've got a minute of the game, or a minute of added time left in this game. We're not going to get the win today, surely. That's so frustrating that having worked so hard to take the lead, we then give it away with a silly defensive mistake, just holding onto the ball for too long. And with 20 seconds to go, Frias is through. Oh, but it's caught by the keeper. That would have been extra dramatic had that led to a goal. But so frustrating we haven't been able to see this game out. And it's another game in the Premier League without a win. 1-1 away from home at the Hawthorns. 2 points very much dropped. The final match of this episode is at home against Man City. After struggling in the Premier League for a little while now, this is not the game we really want. If we look back, it's now 4 Premier League games since we got a win, so we really need to turn it around, and this is going to be the hardest one. Man City currently top of the table, so we need to be at our best if we're going to get anything from this game. We are playing a strong team out there and a fit team. We've had the international break. We aren't usually that affected by them, which does help us with so many games this season. We're going to be playing with Frias, Hartwig and Bueno up front. Beccaria and Gennaro were the 2 in midfield, with Hickman, Lambeze, Andres, Prochaska and Eduardo in defence, with Darboe in goal. Hartwig tries to put the free kick in. It is cleared out. Caballero with the ball, bringing it forward. Now Lopez, well tackled there by the defender. Hartwig finds Frias. We've got men over as well. Frias in on goal. He's hit the post, following up, can't get to the loose rebound. Leon sends the ball in. It's cut out. Now Beccaria. We are the team on top at the minute. Very different to the last few games where we struggled at the beginning. Here's Frias. Now Hartwig. On to Eduardo. Switches the flank. Hickman's got it. And he's lost possession in a good area. Andres heads it down again. Beccaria to Frias. Trying to go outside. Tackled by Barr once more, who seems very impressive in that position. Rubens Raimundo, our former player, plays through Lopez, who finishes the chance. That's all it takes for Man City. Really hurtful that Raimundo's the man who set that up for them. He was such a legend for us for a short time at a former club, but he has done the damage today. Hartwig with a free kick, puts it in. It's headed away again. Hartwig once more, tries to swing it in. Bueno's in there, and it's saved by Decker. Beccaria to Lambeze. Shortly after half-time, Dabo sending the ball forward. Bueno with the header. Comes down to Eduardo. He finds Beccaria. Now Frias dinks it over the top. Hickman's through, brings it down, finishes it. And the left wing-back continues his excellent scoring vein by making it 1-1. Caballero sends the ball forward. Raimundo getting after it. Puts it in first time. Lopez's header goes over the bar. But you can see how dangerous Raimundo is at the moment. There are just 20 minutes left. Hartwig with a corner here. Headed away. Now Frias. Very even game at the moment. City really not doing that well. Certainly not converting their efforts on target. Bueno. Ball comes to Frias. Bueno again into Hartwig. In on goal. And he finishes it. We have the lead against Manchester City. 2-1 up. We've managed to turn them over. And we have been the better team as well. Caballero sends the ball in. Ball comes to Lopez, and he has fired it hard and low past Darboe. City 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Clark with the corner. He comes to Caballero, edge of the area. He might strike one. He does, but it goes over the bar, and that will surely be the full-time whistle. Very, very frustrating that we weren't again able to hang on to the lead. It's another draw. I'm going to tell the team they're unlucky. Now down to 9th place. If you take just the 4 points that we've dropped in this episode, we would be up in 4th place right now had we seen those games out. So it's really frustrating now that we haven't won a Premier League game in, I think, probably 2 months at this point. Well, that is going to be it for this episode. Really frustrating to pick up 3 draws, but we haven't lost at least, which is something. That 4-0 win over Vitesse was very good. But in the league, we really need to pick it up. We should have the opportunity to do that in the next game. I'm expecting us to win our next 4 games, given that we're taking on Ferencvárosi, who were thumped 8-1 by Pathos de Ferreira. We'll also be playing them at the end of next episode, and in the middle of that we'll have games against Aston Villa and Swansea in the league. That will take us right up to the middle of December before we take on Man United in the episode after that. But we get to that point of the season where we are in the table will really sort of matter a lot more. At the moment it's very tight between 4th place and us, just 3 points in it. But there's also just 3 points between us and 12th place. So that's a really close gap across the middle of the table. And I think in the next 2 episodes we'll start to see the table split a bit more. And where we are will probably be quite close to where we'll be at the end of the season. The good thing is that we are still very much in charge of our Europa League group. We should be qualifying from that at the top position. And that will set us up well in the knockout stage. But that is going to be it for this episode. Do drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. The next one will be out in a couple of days' time. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see it when it comes. But until next time, see ya!